Hello and welcome back to Star Trekker. I did go back. If you watched the past couple of episodes, you know that we had kind of a catastrophic failure in our previous episode. So I did go back and restart on an easier setting so that we could focus a little bit more on driving and learning the game rather than having to fight some of these mechanics that are making life a little difficult for us. So let's go ahead. We'll hop into the game. I think this is the one we're going for. I got us all the way back to the point where we were when we ended the last episode so that we can just continue forward from where we were trying to go. But, yeah. I'll try to do my best to not belabor some of the things that... oh, we're stuck here. I think I was looking for a job to do. So we'll find a job here. Before we get too far into the video and I forget, we're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, so go ahead and press that subscribe button to help us reach that next major channel milestone. Click the like button to spread the video out to more people so that they have a chance to join the channel as well. And then when you're done watching this video, we have more than 1,600 videos on the channel. All different kinds of games, because I like all different kinds of games, so there's going to be something there for you to watch. Be sure to head over to the channel and check out the organized playlists of the various different games that I played over the last year or so. You'll definitely find something to watch. So yeah, we're going to find a job here. We're back to the part where we're trying to get the 80,000 miles that we need to advance that other quest line. So for this, we're just going to try to find... Oh, okay. So I think... okay. This distance here, the reason this says miles and the other one says light years is that it offers us jobs that are not necessarily in the same system, which I don't know why you would do that, but I guess it's kind of nice that they offer that as an option anyway. So we're going to try to find a nice high-paying job to do here real quick, which it seems like... payout for this. Okay. Expires in 33 minutes. Expected by 1603 is in the... Ooh. So $9.99 for this one. It's expected to take 5 hours. We should have time to get that done. Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and take this guy. Well, I'm going to go find our load, which is back right there. I'm really looking forward to when they implement the... Assuming we continue to play this game. So I'm going to... Like, I don't want to continue to belabor the issue... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I don't want to continue to belabor the issues I have with this game, but at the same time, you know, the issues that I have with this game are serious enough that I don't know that I'm particularly interested in continuing to play. We'll see. I'm trying to keep an eye on the setting that I have has the power levels for this going down much slower, so I'm holding off for a little bit before I I'm of two minds about the way the accelerator works in this game. If you hold down the opposite of whatever direction you're going, it will bring you to a stop, and then it will wait for you to lift off the pedal before it will start moving you in the other direction. And I think that's actually the right move. It's just unintuitive because I'm used to just holding the button. I'm used to just holding it down in other games, and it'll eventually start moving you in the other direction. So it's not a bad thing that they chose to do it that way. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's just not intuitive for me, and it's kind of different. Let's take a look at the map. Where are we trying to go? I wasn't even really paying attention. We're trying to get to Tank Town. And Tank Town is over here. We are currently located right here. So if we go to Junk Fields and Tank Town, we should be all set. It's trying to get me to go to use the express gates to Medusa 6. I'm not really sure why. We need to go to Junk Fields so we can get over to the destination. In about 50 miles, we'll be able to advance the quest for that Red Eddie or whatever his name is, and he'll help us figure out how to do some truck customization. So yeah, we just need to do this load. This will add another 3+ miles because it's going to take us 3 miles to get over there. I did fill up on fuel again in my redo of this, so we spent a good $1,500 on that. Fuel's expensive in this game. Well, it is. It's kind of expensive in this game, but it's also just, you know, there's a lot of fuel that you have to use. The tank in this thing does a lot. And you can see we have 55 miles until we're going to be empty again, so basically every 60 miles or so, we're going to have to spend $1,500. That's pretty expensive. The economy in this game seems to be pretty strict. It's not exactly open. It's not exactly the most profitable thing in the world, which I guess, you know, sort of realistic, but at the same time it's like, I don't necessarily want to struggle with money. I don't know. I'm trying to give this game a chance. It has some serious issues that I'm like, okay, stop. I went a little too far. Back up. Too close still? What's the problem? House wasn't properly aligned, I guess. There we go. So as long as we stay away from the expressways, it seems like the normal gates don't cost anything. So I'm gonna try really hard to make sure we don't do that. We need to get to Tank Town. Oh, geez, this place is like littered with junk. So we got to be kind of super careful about picking our way through this. So when it comes to, all right, let's get our cruise control set here. 150 seems like a decent number. There's a lot of things about this game where the decisions that were made are reasonable decisions, and I agree sort of with them, but then there's also parts about the decisions that I disagree with. So I'm not a fan of all the debris all over the place, but at the same time, it does add a little bit of interest, a little bit of an interesting diversion from just driving roads and stuff. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words that make sense. I like that there's a little bit of different stuff to do, but at the same time, the different stuff to do generally comes with a cost, and I don't know that I'm a fan of that. I don't know how to. I know I'm not explaining it very well. I'm of two minds about the whole debris thing. I think it's kind of cool to have something that you have to deal with, but at the same time, it's like it's an annoying thing that I don't necessarily want to have to deal with. So I don't know. So we need to find the drop-off for this. It's not always... Oh, here we go. So yeah, really looking forward to the control update, because I don't like using space and shift to go forward and backwards, because I have those... that's muscle memory for thrust up and thrust down, which isn't a thing in this game. I like that the drop zones here typically don't require you to back up into them, because backing the stuff in this game is a little bit... It's obviously way harder than doing it in like American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator. Let's get our load into the thing here. And there we go. Okay. I do think it's the right decision to just have your truck come to a stop as you hold it, because it's really hard to tell when you're moving and when you're not. So I think that is the right decision. It's just not natural for me. So it's just and I'm gonna have to remember that that's a change every time I do this. All right, so we still have we have a lot of miles to go before we're gonna be able to advance that other quest line. So we need to get our load into the thing here. And there we go. Okay. I do think it's the right decision to just have your truck come to a stop as you hold it, because it's really hard to tell when you're moving and when you're not. So I think that is the right decision. It's just not natural for me. So it's just and I'm gonna have to remember that that's a change every time I do this. All right, so we still have a lot of miles to go before we're gonna be able to advance that other quest line. So Boss 1 and Boss 2. I'm trying to figure out where the job board's going to be because we need to find another load. Let's check our power levels. We're down to 6%. I don't want to waste money pulling it out and then still having power in there. So I gotta be really careful about making sure that I'm paying attention to those battery levels when they start getting low. Because if I can get it down to, say, like, I don't want the power for it to go out, but if I can get it down to like 1 or 2% and I can get almost all of the battery power out of that battery, then I'd like to do that. All right, that's the shop. Is this the job board over here? Yes. All right, let's go head over to the job board, see if we can find ourselves another load to do. This is a very visually appealing game. Like, I'm trying to be fair and honest. Like, I don't want to let the things that irritate me take away from the good parts of the game. Oh, and I do want to address something that one of my viewers commented based off of my criticisms of the game. I don't care that this game was developed by 2 people. Like, I think it's impressive that they were able to do that. Don't get me wrong. I think it's impressive that 2 people developed this game and they were able to do that. But at the same time, when it comes to things that should be in the game, I don't care that that they only have 2 people. That's not an excuse to put out a product that isn't ready. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to put out something that is a hybrid of two fields of interest that both require customizable controls, then your game should oops, I wasn't paying attention. Your game should ship with customizable controls. It should not be something that you publish without having the basic things that both space sims and truck sims require you to have. Like, having 2 developers is not an excuse to publish something that doesn't have basic requirements. I'm sorry. You're not going to get. I have no sympathy for the fact that it's 2 developers. That's not a reason to do that. So this is expecting us to take 5 hours and 15 minutes to get it done, but it pays a lot. See, the problem is that the estimated time is 5 hours and 15 minutes. Wait, but it expires in 4. Okay, so I don't think I'm reading this correctly. This contract expires, I think, in 4 hours and 54 minutes. It expects us to take it in 5 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, but expected by. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock now. They expect it by 1 in the morning, so that's about 6 hours. So we should be able to get this done. It wants us to go back to Emerald Junction, which is where we just were. So yeah, we'll take this job. I'm fine with that. So after that, let's find our load. It's behind us. We'll try to quickly get over there and hook up to it. And then we're just going straight back to Emerald Junction, which is where we just were. So that's fine. I know I probably should be spending a little bit more time trying to go to new spots and exploring and all of that, but... Oh! I thought I was a little further off. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna... Oh, man. And all my stuff fell off. Well, that was me being dumb and impatient. I will always try to take responsibility for the things I do that are my fault. I thought I had a little bit more clearance there than I did. I'm usually pretty good about spatial awareness. Not usually a problem for me. That there. This one. Oh, come on. There we go. I did, after watching someone else's video, find out where those core power units are and the maglev units, where the batteries are for that. Fortunately, because I went back and redid it to an easier difficulty, the power for that goes less. But they're right here. They're in here in this. The core power is there. and the maglev power is here. Why is it? So, but see, this is why I couldn't find it before, because I was doing all of this and now it's not wanting to highlight. So yeah, there it goes. Yeah, there's a bug here that's causing this to not highlight sometimes. But I forgot what I was about to say because I got distracted by the fact that I couldn't open the damn thing again. Yeah, that's a bug that really needs to be fixed. Sorry, my anal retentiveness makes it so that I can't just leave this stuff sitting here a mess. So give me a second. We'll get this put back where it all goes. Let's see. I think this was up here. I think this was up here. Or no. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I just need everything back on the counter there. That can stay there like that. That's good enough. All right. Now let's go get our truck. Let's go get our load. I'll try not to do that anymore. I thought I was a little bit more... I thought I had a little bit more clearance than I actually did. I'm just going to pull forward around to the other side of this. So ideally, we just sit right here and go. Get our mirror set up. I do wish that we just had, or that we had a separate screen for the mirrors, so that way I could have different informational displays up and not have to take up a screen having my mirrors. I mean, I guess we don't necessarily need the mirrors, but it's fine. All right, so we need to go back to the junk fields. There we go. We need to go back to the junk fields and then back to Emerald Junction. We'll be able to drop off our load. So I guess the name junk field actually makes sense based off of what was there, because it's full of junk. So I'm going to thread my way through this area, through the fuel station here. I guess we accidentally tapped something. Oops. Fortunately, we're not hitting things hard enough to actually do any damage, so that's good. Load down, get ourselves to the gate. Oh no, oh no. Yo, what are you doing? Oh, did I hit something? I must have hit something. Stop. 1, 2, 3, and away we go. Excuse me. Okay, and then Emerald Junction, a mile over there. We're gonna have to do a bunch of loads to get to the 80,000 that we need to get to start doing our truck customization. Again, I'm kind of on the fence about that because on the one hand, you know, it gets you into just doing a bunch of loads before you start worrying about customizing your truck. But then again, it feels like it's taking us forever to get to the point where we can, you know, get to the next part of the actual, you know, progression of missions and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe the balance is fine. Maybe it's not. I haven't decided yet how I feel about it. This guy get here. Yeah, and I also just think that basic joystick support is something that should have shipped with the game. The fact that I can't use my joystick is plugged in, but I have no way of setting it up and I have no way of using it. And there's a joystick right there. Why can't I use my joystick? That's something that should have shipped with the game. Basic controls or something. For something like this, basic controls is just something that should have been part of the game at release. It's not something we should have to be waiting for. Alright, so our drop zone is way over there. I am going to go ahead and follow the actual prescribed route for this first little bit of it. And then as we get out of this, we'll start heading straight towards it. Because, like, look, if I had gone straight for it, I would have had to avoided that bolt-looking thing there. And we've crashed enough already. We've crashed quite enough already. So I'm hoping that once we get out of this little road area here, then I can make straight for the drop zone, and there won't be too much in the way of debris in our path. Okay, we're going fast enough now that I can cruise control and do that. So now I don't have to hold pedal down. Although it would be nice if... I mean, I guess... but wait, I could use the throttle on my... stick. I don't know. I just think it would be nice to have some joystick control. It's doable with the keyboard, and it's doable reasonably well with the keyboard. But I would prefer to be able to have a little bit more fine control over my inputs.
GB with the break for Lucky J. Sorry, the rules are rules. Gates to the mineral colonies are off limits until you have the correct clearance.
I'm not trying to go there. I'm just dropping. Like, all right, I would like for them to fix that. That's annoying. Until I actually go up to the gate, it shouldn't bother me. It shouldn't bug me with that. All right. Late delivery. Oh, okay. Careless drop. Oh, yeah. These are my fault. That's definitely my fault. I lost a lot of money because of that. That's fine. That's my fault. I'm always in a hurry. So we're going to take some more long-distance jobs because we're trying to make our way up to multiple trailers here. That'll allow us to grab... I'm thinking that will allow us to grab more loads. Like we could do multiple loads. And if we can get a couple of different loads going to the same system, then ideally we could do that, or it's going to just make it so that there are already multiple trailer loads parked and waiting for us to pick them up. Not really sure how that's going to work yet. We have to wait till we actually get there to find out. So let's see. I would like to find a job board. Guessing Tiger Rock Station is where we need to go for that. So, that being said, though, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. Hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click the like button if you did so the YouTube algorithm knows and pushes it out to more people. Subscribe to the channel to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join the channel as a member if you'd like access to perks such as early access to videos, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. Again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Star Trucker. Be sure to come back for the next ride, and I'll see you then.